Today is the lab number 8. The topic of the lab is linear dependence and linear independence of the vectors. This topic belongs to 6th semester and paper 8. Before directly going to the linear dependence and linear independence of the vectors, let me define what is the meaning of linear dependence and linear independence. First of all, we have to study what is the meaning of definition of linear dependence. Let VF be a vector space, a finite set alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and so on alpha n of vectors V is said to be linearly dependent if there exist a scalars a1, a2, a3, an belongs to F. Not all of them 0. Some of them may be 0, such that the linear combination we can write in this form a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 plus a3 alpha 3 plus and so on an into alpha n is equal to 0. Here already we know that alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and so on alpha 1 are the vectors. A1, A2, A3, An are the scalars. So already we know that in the lower classes what is the meaning of vectors and scalars. Vectors nothing but both direction and magnitude, then known as the vectors. If only magnitude is there is a no direction, such a vector is known as the scalar. So one more definition, that is definition 2, linear independence. Let VF be a vector space. A finite set alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha n of the vectors V is said to be linearly independent if linear combination a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 plus and so on plus an alpha n is equal to 0. Then we know that in the previous definition alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n all are vectors. a1, a2, a3, an are scalars. Here in this case, in the second definition, all the scalars are 0. That is, we shows here a1 equals to a2 is equal to a3 is equal to and so on, an is equal to 0. Now, if all these scalars are 0, then we say that it is a linearly independent and automatically the linear combination goes to 0. So after these two definitions, we come to the conclusion, if any infinite set of vectors of V is said to be linearly independent, if its every finite subset is linearly independent, otherwise it is a linearly dependent. I once again repeat this. If any infinite set of vectors of V is said to be linearly independent, if its every finite subset is linearly independent, otherwise it is linearly dependent. So after these two definitions and the conclusion, let me goes to the manually and programs of the linear independence and linear dependence. First example, we are doing the manually, as I wrote here manually, show that the vectors 1, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 3, 5 and minus 2, 1, 4 of R3 are linearly independent. Then here already clearly know that in the given examples given that show that it is. So that means you must and should show that these are linearly independent. Let me consider a1 of 1, 1 minus 1 and a2 of 2 minus 3, 5, a3 of minus 2, 1, 4 is equal to 0, 0, 0. Now here, as we know the two definitions, here a1, a2, a3 are the scalars. Then the vectors are, three vectors are given. Those three vectors we have studied in the definition 1, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. Here alpha 1 is 1, 1 minus 1. Alpha 2 is 2 minus 3, 5. Alpha 3 is minus 2, 1, 4. So using the vectors and the scalars, you should write down in the linear combination of the a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 plus a3 alpha 3 and so on. We write this form. then equal to 0, 0, 0. Then A1 is multiplied by 1, 1 minus 1. You will get the A1 minus A1. A2 is multiplied by 2 minus 3, 5. We will get 2A2, comma minus 3A2, 5A2. A3 is multiplied by minus 2, 1, 4, minus 2A3, A3, 4A3. Then equal to 0, 0, 0. Then equating and write the linear combination of the vectors in the equations form, that is A1, 2A2 minus 2A3. This is the first element. First element of the first, and second element first, third element first. That is the first element. It is the first element. Like this, you should write down A1 minus 3A2 plus A3, second element, and third element minus A1 plus 5A2 plus 4A3 equals to 0, 0, 0. Here equating on both sides, we get each number is equal to 0. That means corresponding element must be 0. Corresponding element must be 0, nothing but A1 plus 2A2 minus 2A3 is equal to 0. A1 minus 3A2 plus A3 is equal to 0. Minus A1 plus 5A2 plus 4A3 is equal to 0. Has a non-trivial solution. Now we are assuming that this is a non-trivial solution. Then using these three system of equations, as we know that these three equations and three unknowns, then you can use any method. Using the simultaneous method, you can get the solution, or use the another method, that is using the matrix method. That is, this system of equations can be written in the form of matrix form like this. Write the coefficient of A1 here 1, A2 coefficient is 2, A3 coefficient is minus 2. Like this in the second term, A1 coefficient is 1, A2 coefficient is minus 3, A3 coefficient is 1. In the third term, you will get A1 coefficient is minus 1, A2 coefficient is 5, A3 coefficient is 4. It is a singular. Then find the matrix, it is the matrix form, then convert matrix form to determinant, then use the symbolic form like this. This is known as the determinant. Then this is a 3 by 3 determinant, we can solve easily. Then here using the, how we can find the determinant of 3 by 3, this one is multiplied by, delete first row, first column, the remaining 4 elements, do the cross multiplication. Minus 3 into 4, minus 12, and 5 into 1, minus 5. Then minus 2 is multiplied by, delete first row, third column, again remaining 4 element. We have a 4 element like this, 1, 4, minus 1, 4. Again do the cross multiplication of these 4 elements, then you will get 1 4 is 4, minus 1 into 1, minus of minus plus 1. Then minus 2 is multiplied by, delete first row, third column, 1 into 5, 5, minus into minus, plus 3 1 is 3. When you're doing the second elements cross multiplication, then multiply by minus, then you'll get here minus 3. So simple mathematics is there here. 1 you should write as it is, minus 12, minus 5, minus 17. Minus 2 write as it is, 4 plus 1, 5. Minus 2 as it is, 5 minus 3, 2. Then minus 17 is multiplied by 1, minus 17. Minus 2 into 5, minus 10. Minus 2 into 2, minus 4. And add all these numbers, you will get minus 31. That 31 is not equal to 0. That is nothing but determinant value is not equal to 0. Determinant value is not equal to 0, nothing but it is a non-singular matrix. Then it is a non-singular matrix, the given vectors are linearly independent. Then come to the final matter like this. When we say that the linearly independent means if the system of equations converted into matrix form, that matrix form is converted into determinant, then determinant find the value of determinant value if it is not equal to 0. This shows that the given three vectors are linearly independent. Now this is the manually how we can show that the vectors and the scalars are linearly independent. Now we move on to the next one, that is the program part. The program part, the how we can write the program. First statement is kill all $sign. A is matrix. A is matrix. A colon matrix. How we can write the elements in the matrix form? Then using the maxima. Then elements here first you start the open brackets and write the elements in the square brackets. 1, 1, -1. Then this is the first row. Again 2, -3, 5. Write in the square brackets. It is in the second row. Third row is -2, 1, 4. It is in the third row. Then this determine. Then D means here D colon determinant of A. Then you writing this statement, you will get the matrix A. How will get A matrix A? Matrix A is equal to, as we usually, we know that matrix A is equal to 1, 1, -1, first row, 2, -3, 5, second row, -2, 1, 4, third row. That we shows that. That is, will get matrix. If you want that matrix converted to a transform to determinant, then you write the D colon. Colon means equal to here, determinant of A. Then semicolon. If determinant D nothing but a determinant. If D equals to 0, then if this statement is true, what statement? If D is equal to 0, if this statement is true, the given vectors are linearly dependent. Else, suppose not equal to 0, else display the given vectors are linearly independent. Here once again I repeat it, if determinant is equal to 0, then display the given vectors are linearly dependent. If determinant is else nothing but one more option is there, equal to 0, then other option is not equal to 0. If you are not equal to 0, the given vectors are linearly dependent. Then after writing these codes using the maxima, then we'll get the executed. After execution, you will get the program output like this: percentage done, then 1, 1, -1, 2, -3, 5, -2, -2, 1, 4. And manually we have solved the determinant value. We got the determinant value is -31. And after using the program, you'll get the -31 also. That it indicates that our both the values are same. That means manually in program, whatever did the program is right. Then therefore, the given vectors are linearly independent. Now this is the first example. Next we move on to the second example. Second example is examine whether the vectors 1, 2, 1, 1, -2, 1 and -1, 0, 1 of V3R are linearly independent. Now first of all, we do the manually. Let A1 is multiplied by the first vector, that is 1, √2, 1. Then plus A2 is multiplied by the second vector. Second vector is here 1 -√2, 1. A3 is the third scalar element, that is multiplied by the third vector. Third vector here we have -1, 0, 1. Then that is equal to 0, 0, 0. Then A1 is multiplied by 1. Then scalar is multiplied by vector. Then A1 into 1, 1. A1 into √2, √2, A1. A1 into 1, A1. Plus A2 into 1, A2. A2 minus √2, A2. A2 into 1, A2. Then A3 is multiplied by -1, 0, 1. Then we get the element -A3, 0, A3. That is equal to 0, 0. Then again, we wrote this is in the linear combination. Then again you write the A1 plus A2. First A1 plus A2 minus A3. √2 A1 minus √2 A2. Then here 0 is there. There is no element in A3. Then A1 plus A2 plus A3 equals to 0. Equate here corresponding elements equal to 0 on both sides. Nothing but right hand side and left hand side. Then first element in the left hand side is A1 plus A2 minus A3 equals to 0. A1 plus A2 minus A3 is equal to 0. Then second element here we have a root 2 A1 minus root 2 A2. A3 element is not there. So that is equal to 0. Then I wrote 0 A3. Then third element is A1 plus A2 plus A3 is equal to 0. Has a non-trivial solution. The coefficient of 1, these are the three equations and three unknowns. Using any method, you can find the solution of A1, A2, A3. But here using the matrix method, the coefficient of matrix, that means A1 coefficient is 1, A2 coefficient is 1, here 1, root 2 1, and 1 minus root 2 1, 1 minus root 2 1, 1 0, so then this matrix you converted in terms of the determinant will get like this: 1 root 2 1, 1 minus root 2 1, minus 1 0 1. Again it is a 3 by 3 matrix. We can find this determinant value. Then 1 is multiplied by, delete first row first column, minus root 2 into 1 minus root 2, 0 is multiplied by, almost will get 0, minus root 2 is multiplied by, delete first row second column, 1 into 1 1, the 1 into 1 1, minus 1 into minus 1, that is plus 1. Then when cross multiplying in the second, then you multiply by minus that element. Plus 1 is multiplied by, delete first row third column, 1 into 0 0, minus 1 into minus root 2, you will get plus root 2. We are doing the cross multiplication in the second element, so you write the minus. So 1 as it is, minus root 2, simplify it, is a simple mathematics is there, minus root 2, 1 plus 1 2, 1 you should write it is minus root 2, minus root 2, then 2 root 2, minus 2 root 2, minus 2, minus root 2, 2 root 2 can be written as root 2 square into root 2. 2 can be written as root 2 square minus root 2. Why? Because we are writing this 2 is root 2 means here see all the elements are in terms of root 2. So this root 2 also you can write in terms of root 2. So root 2 to the power of 2, root 2 to the power of 1. Here using that formula, bases are same, powers are added. Then root 2 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3 minus root 2. Then here minus root 2 minus 2 to how many times it is? It is 5 times. Minus root 3. Then it is written as minus 2 minus 2 minus 2. Then it is a 5 times. Then minus root 2 to the power of 5. That is written as minus 2 to the power of 5 by 2. That is not equal to 0. The given vectors are linearly independent. Now, we move on to the program kill all. Here we consider the matrix B colon matrix is equal to 1. Square root of 2 can be written as SQRT of 2 1 1. Again minus square root 2 can be written as minus square root 2 comma 1 minus 1 0 1. This is the matrix. The given vectors we consider first it is a matrix form. Then D is equal to determinant of matrix B. if D is equal to 0, already matrix P is defined here. That is, you consider determinant of B. If determinant of B equals to 0, D is equal to 0, meaning here, D is equal to 0, D determinant of equal to 0, then display the given vectors are linearly dependent. Suppose not equal to 0, then else display the given vectors are linearly independent. Output, then after writing this, you can execute, after execution, you will get the output in this form. Percentage 0, 1, 1, root 2, 1, 1 minus root 2, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, percentage 0, 2, minus 2 to the power of 5 by 2. The given vectors are linearly independent because minus 2 to the power of 5 by 2 is not equal to 0. So this is the today's lab, how we can find the given vectors and scalars. We can find the linearly independent and linearly dependent. Actually,